What's up, guys? Welcome back. It is time for our grand finales to kick off, and of course we're going to be jumping into our first matchup right over on towards the lovely Erangel map. So it is going to be quite exciting to see what the teams are going to bring in our final day. And of course we did have a look at the standings, but well, let's do that again. You know, if not, why not? As we can of course see, we do have the players there from Glue Esports sitting right up at the top, holding on to that pole position on 138 points. We got Active Gaming, of course, in second position on 126. And as we move down the board, we can see those scores starting to drop down quite a bit, especially from the fourth position, where we have the players there from Killer Is already trailing by about 38 points. So quite a big difference when we look at that point distribution. So it is going to be quite a bit of work for the teams from fourth position downwards to try and contend for those pole positions. So of course today we're going to be looking to see what Dream Team and Active Gaming as well as Glue is going to bring it to the table as they make their way through this match. Of course, the first one, which we have kicking off right on it towards Erangel. So we're expecting to see quite a few interesting plays with the teams coming into this. And of course, we're looking to see whether or not we'll have any of the teams pushing up, trying to make it up into that top 3 position, because that is where the money is at. That is where all the action lies. But then we also, of course, see the players there from Vena, Amoris, as well as Killer Is. Both teams, of course, bringing home those winner chicken dinners. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be step up today and of course claim themselves some lovely points. But of course now the teams slightly further down the board, like for instance the players there from Comfy Cartel, the old guard, Knoxy Esports, rather, Medellín and the Titans. Curious to see what they're going to bring and whether or not they're going to get pretty aggressive and look to potentially catch up. There is only 3 games, so it is going to be quite a bit catching up to do. I'm not quite sure whether or not they'll be able to make it all the way up on it to that top position, but man, I'm pretty sure a lot of these teams are going to give it their utmost best, trying to push all the way up to the top. And of course, speaking of which, we're going to be jumping into the match in a quick few seconds to see exactly what that flight path brings. And of course, now as we can see, it is coming in there from the Novo crates, making its way straight over towards the western side. Of course, passing right over towards the quarry and ending off over in towards that western side. So very southerly flight path we have here, but of course curious to see what that the zone, the first initial zone, is going to bring in, and of course what these teams will have to work with. Could it be a complementary zone ending pretty close to where the flight path is right now? Could we see it even moving even further up into the north? We don't know. Of course, we'll be finding out momentarily, and it is going to be quite the interesting play as we can see the teams now starting to descend, heading down into their positions. And of course, we only have 11 teams in this lobby. It's already quite a few teams not pitching up for the first match. Already putting other teams that have made it in a much better position. But of course also now this leaves quite a bit of open space on the map, so I'm curious to see whether or not the teams are going to get aggressive, start rushing out, trying to get into the action, or if they're going to try and take potentially a little bit more of a passive approach. But as we look onto the teams, we can see we've got the old guard, we've got Active Gaming, Dream Team in the mix, Killer Is, as well as Glue. Then of course we jump over to the players there from Tactical Execution. We have XTREME Gaming in the mix, as well as the team there from Tactical Esports, NeverSayDie. We also then have the players there from Vena, Amoris, and then of course the team from Knoxy coming in that 20th slot. So quite a few teams still in the lobby, 11 of them in grand total. Oh, and that flight path pops all the way up into the north. You can see, of course, now the teams all just spread out along the edge here. Pixie, the first player to get knocked out. Very vulnerable position there, of course, in which we just saw Pixie getting caught. Of course, now paying the price. Very unfortunate start. And of course, now Rabs caught in a very similar position, trying to put a little bit of distance in, and of course, looking to push up in towards the zone. There's so much open space here for the teams to take occupation of. So now we're going to wait and see exactly where these teams are going to be going. And of course, players here from Vena, Amoris, the first squad to push up into zone. YKI is, of course, also now just making their way on in. So as we jump over, of course, now look to see what we are going to have. What these teams are going to bring. And of course, also curious to see where our first bit of aggression, first bit of a squad wipe could potentially be coming from. See, of course, now Knoxy positioned up here, over in towards the sixes. Ooh, but we might have a little bit of a fight breaking out on the edge here of Yasnaya as the players here from XTREME are moving up alongside the squad here from Killer Is. We got Spalma, we got Fenny, as well as Shy Boy. Now pushing right on in. Nax also slightly on the back end there with the rotation. Of course, now YKI is repositioning, altering their approach, going for a more westerny position. Potentially not even rotating into the Yasnaya region whatsoever. Oh, Madonna! What is that? Some skillful parkour moves. Never really seen it done with a vehicle though. There's some pretty interesting rotations coming in there. But of course now this could be a beautiful setup coming in here for the side of YKI is. I mean, especially if they move up in towards Severny or shooting range. It'll be secure for the next few coming zones. Of course, and I'm still waiting to see where the teams positioned outside of zone are going to try and rotate into. The players there from Gorilla Glue making their way up onto the vehicles. You can see Zeke and J Roller, of course, now just managing to acquire those vehicles. So now we're curious to see where they're going to try and rotate up into. Expecting a few rotations, of course, to head up in towards those far northern reaches. But even the position we see the players there from Vena, Amoris in is not a bad spot to be in. I mean, Watertown does have its advantages, especially when you're completely uncontested, right? So then there's a lot of potential there. But yeah, Dream Team, of course, going into the lovely Nova crates. Again, completely uncontested. You can just go about their business, get their loot going, and make sure they're in a happy spot. So a lot of open ground. Alright, so here we go. Jumping straight up and towards the place here from Active Gaming as well. Currently, they're sitting all the way over in that second position. 126 points to their name. Trailing by 12 points. It's definitely a gap they'll be able to close if they bring home a few pretty strong games. Of course, Dream Team also still in the running. Could see a bit of contention coming in for that pole position. But yeah, give me your predictions. Let me know in the chat, what do you think the outcome of our first initial map will be for this final day here? As the teams, of course, now are looking to make a few rotations. That blue zone is on the way up. See Knoxy now also coming in with their moves, the rotations as they head on through. Of course, right here alongside them, we have Gyro King and the rest of the squad, of course, rolling up. That, of course, being Ghani and Gyro King. For the side here of the Tactical Esports team. Alright, so we saw quite a bit of aggression coming into yesterday's games. Curious to see whether or not that is going to continue over. You know, have that rollover effect. But I'm not expecting too much in this, especially the first two, maybe 3 phases. Yeah, that's at least, I don't think we're going to be seeing any action necessarily before that point. we're going to be sitting, waiting to see where the teams are going to go. And of course, we can see the players there from Gorilla Glue just venturing through the region. Your Killer is also now just exploring a little bit. They do have free reign at the current moment. Of course, we see the players here from Tactical, of course, now just in and around that school region. Vena, Amoris still holding on to Watertown. Curious to see once that zone has closed in where exactly the teams are going to be going. But of course now, oh, NeverSayDie could potentially put a few shots up into Dream Team. You can see them now, of course, just rotating up ahead. Speed now, not having enough speed to try and catch up with the players there from Dream Team. Oh, but they're not out of the woods just yet. Up comes Conan and Rash. Making the dash up through. Heading through the field. So quick few shots coming in the direction here of Conan. Oh, taking few hit scratches. Oh, that is a bit of an unfortunate position though. Oh, beautiful shot. NeverSayDie just absolutely surrounding the players there. Of course, now Archer, the last one to rotate up. Very unfortunate rotation for the side here of Dream Team. But I'm pretty sure the players there from NeverSayDie, they are not going to mind any additional kills they can find. Of course, we don't expect them to reach the top of the leaderboard. But if they put up a valiant effort, they might make it at least up into the top 10, potentially even the top 8. And that could be just off of one game. Maybe 2. But of course, we'll see what it is they do. But in the meantime, the teams are still coming through with the rotations, looking to find a potential setup for these coming phases as the blue zone is about to close on in. And NeverSayDie getting up into their vehicles. Fortunately for the teams, of course, this is only the first phase. So they can afford to spend a little bit more time out in the blue before starting those rotations and heading back up into the zone. But of course now, Dream Team, they are far from out of the woods. Oh, they are now getting a hunter, getting chased down. Delta is in a hot pursuit. We have a little bit of a GTA action coming in right here. Delta quickly jumping out of the vehicle. Of course, now Pain and the rest of the team here from Knoxy trying to chase on up. But of course, now their actions getting halted right then and there. As you see the side here of the active now deploying their strategy right here alongside the bridge. Oh, Horus now getting caught out in the open. The shots flying up there. Horus quickly falling back up behind the hard cover. The rest of his team, of course, still alive, holding on. Now let's see if we'll see any of that aggression come on through, as of course that zone has closed up. We can see it just closing in on itself. It's staying down in towards the south here. So really opening up those options for the teams to come through with those rotations, looking to set themselves up. But of course, Rozok is pretty much almost smack dab center zone. Vena Amoris also still pretty safe in their rotation, holding up into Watertown. But now, Gorilla Glue and of course the players here coming in from Tactical Execution. We could potentially maybe see them come in with a bit of an engagement. Of course, now depending on what exactly the rotation here from a Tactical Execution will bring. They are still venturing through the region. Of course, now Venom just drifting every now and again. Right, so NeverSayDie, of course, also making their way up in towards zone, just rotating through the southern edge here of the players, of course, from Tactical Esports. We see taking up occupation of the school apartments buildings. Ooh, things could definitely get pretty hot and heated as we now look on to the side here of the players from Extreme. Vena getting knocked out though. Vehicle taking quite a bit of damage. The rest of the team now just holding off. Trying to keep that distance. But now we look to see whether or not Nax, Spama, and Shy Boy are going to try and avenge their teammate. We do have the players there from Extreme, or rather Tactical, Now rotating in, looking to wrap around them, potentially coming in down from the south. Oh, the shots, of course, now flying through as we can see Sparma quickly taking aim. Yes, and that is exactly what they do. Tactical execution, rotating up into the south here. Moving up in behind those ridge lines. Could be quite the advantageous play here for them, but let's see what they do. Look at James, of course, now right here on the front line. Trying to see if you can spot any of the movement. The smoke's getting deployed. Oh, there we go. The shots come through. Of course, now Tactical and Extreme. These two teams are side by side on the leaderboard as well. See them, of course, now sitting up in that 5th and 6th place. Only 3 points separating. Oh, no, sorry. This is Tactical Execution. My bad. Right, so that is 6th and 8th place. So 18-point difference. Of course, in favor of the players there from Extreme. You can see Gunny popping off a quick few shots. Finding a little bit of hurt on it to NeverSayDie, but oh, active. And at the side of Knoxy, about to get into a bit of a tassel here. Oh, come on, there we go. Beautiful shot coming through as Payne now get knocked out, of course, now. Fast getting it taken down for the side of active. Payne, of course, getting thirsted up as well. Let's see whether or not active will be able to avenge their teammates. Potentially getting that squad wipe going. See Gad now, of course, trying to come through with the shots. Horus sitting on that 1 kill, potentially looking to find a few more. Delta and Emma now, of course, also keeping a very watchful eye. Oh, this is a bit of a risky play coming in here from Knox. As you can see, Emma now taking a slight bit of damage. Sitting on about potentially maybe a quarter or even a 1/5 of a health there. So Emma and Delta holding up the front. Boris now coming up the rear, looking to potentially push in. Does have a good angle, but of course now those ridge lines, the terrain not really playing in his favor. We can see, of course, the movement just up behind him. The zone about to pop up as well, and now let's see what is going to come from this. Oh, beautiful centering coming in there as that zone now moves up once again, closing in on itself. Boris now trying to get the spray through. Oh, it is quite the challenging angle to come in from, though. As they're from active, not just continuing to push further and further down. Of course, now we jump up to the side here of Tactical. We can see them also looking to make a bit of a push, potentially up in towards school, but they are safe in zone. So no immediate need for that. The old guard now coming in with their rotation all the way in from that western side. Oh, and of course now looking to pass right in between the players here from Tactical Execution as well as the team there from Gorilla Glue. Oh, the spray coming in. Rick and Badman making a run for the money here. Of course now Playboy as well as Nell taking that really long rotation. Also now just trying to evade all the damage, all the potential pain that could be finding its way through on towards them. Oh, but so many tricky rotations. Emma even comes flying off the top of the hill. The shots now coming through up onto Emma. Down they go. Rick finding a beautiful shot, and now it all is riding on Delta to make that final stand for the team here of Knoxy. Of course now, the players here from Active also getting ready to get up into the fight. They do have a few rotations pretty close to their position. As you can see, Gatna, of course, coming and rushing in. The shots are flying right up to greet him. Oh, taking quite a bit of damage. Down he goes. It is up to Rosie, Sin, and Cloud now to make a stand. The shots still continuing to come on over. Out comes the smokes. Cloud now quickly trying to get that Razor up in a cloud of smoke. Rosie Sin now keeping a watchful eye over here at the watchtower, the wizard tower. Looking to make some magic happen. Oh, up comes the bush. The old guard now getting quite aggressive as they come rushing straight on in. Rick not even hanging around long enough. Not even wasting a single moment as he comes flying into the hot mess. Oh, nice. Finding a beautiful hit. Taking down two of the remaining players here from the active team, but of course now getting knocked out in the process as well. Everything now riding on Rosie. Old God looking to push. Good Playboy just holding downstairs. They do have a bit of company here as well. So need to be super careful. Of course, we can see those shots now coming in from Extreme. We do have them, of course, positioned up on it to the edge, but Playboy sends a beautiful nade in. Finding a bit of damage into Rosie, but of course closing it up on it to Cloud. Let's see whether or not Rosie will be able to pull this one off. It's going to be quite a bit of a challenge. Active already sitting with 3 kills on the board. Puts him on a grand total of 129 points. If we don't count the placement points. Oh, but the zone has shifted up once again. Rosie, of course, are still getting pushed. You see Old Guard looking to gain entry. Looking to gain the point. Oh, but not if Playboy sends up the nades like that. That is a bit of a rip right there. Badman, of course, now still looking to make a bit of a stand here. Playboy looking to recover some health. Curious to see what Bad Boy is going to do. Oh, sends it up top, but of not finding the spot whatsoever. Of course, now smoke's coming out. A little bit of a late reaction there onto their teammate. They were potentially looking to try and get that raise up. Very cautious play coming in here from the Old Guard. Active, of course, now. Also just holding on. But now we can see the team starting to push up further in towards the north. And, of course, now Rosieson not looking to rotate out just yet. Not looking to give up that position. But, of course, now as we jump on to the side here of Gorilla Glue, you can see them now finding a quick few hits over on it to the players here from Dream Team. Oh, down goes Rosie. Playboy finishing it off with a beautiful nade. 10 teams now remain. Jade Roller now quickly taking aim as your Killer Is now starts rotating up in towards the zone, looking to find that setup. And of course now, oh, very challenging play to come through with that one. Dream Team now still looking to hold on as we do see them positioned up in the north of the zone. They still need to try and push up. But are they going to try and potentially maybe rotate around over on towards that eastern side? Oh, looks like Lucid Stark is pushing straight on forward. Goffin finds the hit up in towards Nats there with the nade. So Vena Amoris now getting pushed. You see Zeta and the Rabs now holding on. Zeta getting lit on fire. It is up to Rabs now. Here we go. NeverSayDie now getting aggressive as they start pushing straight on in. Oh, the shots come through and down goes Rabs. Then Amori getting eliminated. Beautiful play coming in there from the side of NeverSayDie. But now, as we jump back up on it to the blaze here of Gorilla Glue, we can of course see them looking to push back up in it towards zone. Fortunately, they don't have a lot of ground to cover to make that rotation happen. But they could potentially look to push even further down, as we can see that zone, of course, now shifting once again, staying a little bit over on it towards this western side. But of course, now shifting up right here in favor of the players from Tactical Execution. Oh, there we go. The shots, of course, now starting to fly out over on towards the place here from Old God. Badman now being the last remaining hopeful for the team of Old God. And we can see Gyrobot now just getting blown to smithereens. Oh, tactical fighting. Tactical execution, of course, up against Esports. Let's see what the players here from Tactical Esports will bring. Currently sitting up in that in 5th position, tied with your Killer Is with regards to points. Oh, Venom sending one over though, finding a little bit of damage. Will they be able to clear it out? Gorilla Glue now facing quite a bit of a challenge here as they're trying to move up. And of course now the players here from Tactical Execution playing this ridge line almost to perfection. Sending out the utils, breaking up the damage, causing quite a bit of harm. Oh, now they are looking to capitalize on their position. Of course, now the players here from Tactical trying to push in. Down goes Gunny. James coming in with a beautiful DP28 spray. finding its mark right there, and of course ending the hopes for the players from Tactical Esports rather. But here we go now. XTREME coming in with their very own rotation, getting a little bit aggressive with the path they're taking. Spammer now coming in alongside Knoxy, trying to find a bit of a safety point. Oh, but the shots, of course, now just flying as J Roller and Ro are looking to hold on to the position up in the northern reaches of the zone. But quite a bit of back and forth now erupting all over the place. Spammer gets knocked on down. It is up to Nax. Of course, he's been reduced down to a very low health level there. But will he be able to hold on? Of course, see, we do have a rotation coming in there from the old guard as well. Just looking to inch their way forward. Gain a bit of ground in the zone. And of course, now we've got 7 teams remaining. Delta there from Knoxy, of course, positioned all the way down in towards the south. But if we look at the zone there, we can see the players there from Your Killer Is in a beautiful position right there in that southern section. Oh, Gorilla Glue now just feeling the sting, feeling the pressure. J-Roller quickly coming in with the res. Players there from Tactical Execution still keeping a very, very watchful eye. Not giving up their position, but they do have to start moving as they've got only 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Time is running out for them. Oh, the hits now coming in straight on to the players here from XTREME. As you can see, Nax now, of course, getting knocked on down. It is up to Spammer to make a bit of a play, but here we go now. Tactical Execution coming in with the hits. Looking to execute the side there of Gorilla Glue. And of course, they succeed in their efforts. Finding the beautiful sprays right in towards them. And of course, now Batman here for the old guard. Looking to catch up, looking to squeeze back up into that zone. Of course, coming in with that southern rotation right up behind the players from Your Killer Is. Paying the ultimate price in the rotation. And of course, now it is up to the players here from Tactical Execution as they come rolling up in towards zone. 3 teams, of course, now still remain. We have NeverSayDie, Tactical Execution, as well as the players there from Your Killer Is. Zone shifts up once again in favor of Your Killer Is. It's a really strong position for them now. They look to capitalize on it, solidifying their position in these final few phases as we are now about to come to the end of our 6th phase. We do have 2 potential phases still to come. Jay now looking to secure the vehicle here. Execution not done just yet. They do have 8 kills to their name. Your Killer Is. This is now looking to just capitalize on this position. They've got 5 names, or 5 kills rather. Full squad moving up into these late few phases. And of course, NeverSayDie been reduced down to 2. Also sitting on 5 kills. A strong finish coming in here for them. Of course, we can see those shots now finding its way on through. Your Killer Is now just starting to take aim as we got a Hasbon coming in with a bit of a spray. Shroud, of course, finding the shot straight up in towards Venom now. Looking to close it up, looking to seal the deal. Oh, there we go. Anonymous now sending up a few nades. Hasbot keeping a very watchful eye on the edge of the zone. Speed now quickly coming into the rush in behind the players here from Tactical Execution. Takes a bit of damage. Oh, not getting in behind that hard cover in the nick of time. But of course, now it is a potential 4v4 fight. The players coming in there for the side of Tactical Execution. Have a full squad still in the game. And of course, now Your Killer Is also sitting on a full squad. But Jay now about to get rest right back on up, bringing their numbers right on par. That zone, of course, now shifting up right in between the 2 teams. And now it is up to Tactical Execution to try and push in. They are competing against the players there from Your Killer Is. Your Killer Is, of course, coming into today, sitting on 81 points. Execution coming into this match, sitting on 60, so 21-point difference. But a really strong performance coming in here from Tactical Execution. Pretty sure they'll be able to close up the gap on the leaderboard. But now they are fighting it out for that winner chicken dinner. As Jay gets taken down. Venom now gets up, puts the shot straight up in towards Mr. Anonymous there. Oh, beautiful spray coming through. Oh, come on. It is up to Madonna now. Madonna, the last remaining hopeful for the player here, for the team of Your Killer Is. Tactical also now having the hopeful of Venom. Oh, come on. The spray coming through. Blue zone right there on the edge. Oh. Up comes the hits, and of course, what a way to finish it up. Madonna landing that finishing blow, and of course, bringing home the winner chicken dinner. 10 kills to their name. Absolutely phenomenal finish coming in here from the players of Your Killer Is. Tactical execution, of course, taking that second position. But again, doing a pretty damn good job in that, finishing off on 11 kills. Wow. Of course, NeverSayDie taking that third position, 5 kills to their name. Knoxy securing themselves a 4th place with 1 kill to their name. We got XTREME over in 5th with 3. We got the Old Guard over in 6th place with 4 kills. The players there from Gorilla Glue coming in 7th place with 2. Dream Team up in 8th place. Of course, Tactical finishing their play over in 9th place with 1 kill. Vena Amoris taking 10th place. And then, of course, the players there from Active taking that 11th place with 3 kills to their name. Well, some pretty spicy start to the day here. And, of course, we've got 2 more matches to go. Next up, we're going to be heading over in it towards the Miramar map. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll be back right after the break. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It, of course, now, yeah, wrong button that one, but either way, we're getting ready to roll up into the map here of the lovely little bit there of Miramar action. Of course, a pretty spicy finish, as we did see a beautiful play coming in from Madonna right there in the final zone in the previous game over on Erangel. But of course, now we're getting ready to head on in towards Miramar to see what the players will bring, as we of course head in towards the ever lovely sandy dusty dunes of Miramar. So it's going to be quite interesting, of course. Well, curious to see whether or not we're going to have more teams pitching up in this one. Maybe 12 teams, could be, not quite sure. Let's have a gander. Yeah, we got 12 teams in the lobby, but either way, it is going to be quite exciting nonetheless to see what the teams will bring and how much action teams will bring along with that. Of course, now one upside of having a reduced numbers in the lobby, it still of course gives the teams an opportunity to go out and get overly aggressive, to go out looking for a little bit of trouble, you know, just looking to close it up, find a few winner chicken dinners. And of course, who would say no to an easy chicken dinner? So yeah, a pretty uncontested run, of course, coming in here. So curious to see what the teams will bring as they, of course, now look to head on up in towards this map. And we're going to be jumping into the action in a short few minutes. Of course, short few moments, rather. But of course, give me your predictions in the chat. Let me know, who do you think is going to be the team to take home the winner chicken dinner? And of course, could we see the players from Gorilla Glue potentially getting dethroned, as they do have a little bit of competition coming in behind them? Of course, the players there from Active Gaming looking to close the gap and potentially even move above them. Of course, without much further delay, let's jump straight into the game. Of course, we can see that flight path coming in from El Azahar, making its way straight across Monte Nuevo. So a very interesting flight path, fairly centralized flight path we've got as well. Now we look to see where the teams are going to be dropping down, as the 12 teams we have in the lobby here are looking to make their way on through. And of course, this is who we have in the mix. You can see we got the Old Guard, we got Active Gaming, we got Dream Team, Your Killer Is, Gorilla Glue. Look at the players there from Tactical Execution Extreme. We also have the players coming in from Tactical Esports, NeverSayDie, Vena, Amoris, Medellín, and then of course the side of Knoxy. So yeah, the teams of course now making their way on down and making their way on through. So look to take up those potential spots. And now we also just wait to see what that zone is going to bring. Anticipation is building. Hoping for an interesting zone, of course. No idea where that flight path is either. Well, where the plane is, let's call it that. It could be off the map. It could be basically anywhere. And of course, we do have a little bit of a hot drop action up here between Vena, Amoris, and the side of Medellín. Ooh, that zone also now popping over on it towards the eastern side. So it's going to be quite interesting to see where the teams are going to look to try and take occupation, where they're going to try and move into. But of course, now we look to see what is going to come from the potential fight here in Tierra Bronca. A good spread within the zone itself. Of course, not a lot of teams caught on the outlying regions. You can see, of course, that zone looking pretty cozy. But it is going to take a little while until we see these teams getting up into, of course, those engagements, getting into the fights. But as I've mentioned before, this now provides them with an opportune moment to step up, get aggressive, and look to bring in a few additional points. Players here from Medellín, of course, now just on the opposite end. They did find a few shots up in towards Pixie. Now we look to see whether or not Vena or Amoris will be able to find any shots. Ooh, there is a mini 14 right there. Of course, I don't think Pixie has any scopes just yet. So it is going to be quite a bit of a challenge to really utilize the abilities of that mini. But a good setup that we have here from, of course, Nads and Zeta right across the road. Staying very close, being able to gather the information. Right, so of course now they're looking to put a little bit of distance in between them and the players there from the Medellín side. Of course now the players here from Tactical Execution holding strong all the way over in towards that Chumacera position. Dream Team still in Monte Nuevo. NeverSayDie up in towards El Paso. And of course, well, it is completely open in San Martin, Hacienda del Patron. And of course, water treatment. So pretty interesting to see where the teams have decided to drop. In so many good positions, of course, left completely vacant. Knoxy, of course, taking up possession there of Picardo. It is a stronghold for the current moment, of course. Not the most ideal position, as it is not a smack dab center zone. As we can see, of course, there for the players of Active, they've gone for that position over in towards the graveyard, as well as the Minas Generales. But of course, now we look to see where that zone is going to be going, because that would determine quite a bit of the rotations. But we do have another minute and 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Of course, now we just wait in anticipation to see where the action will be coming from, and of course what the teams will bring to the table. Expecting some pretty spicy fights to break out when the teams eventually get close enough. But again, this is the opportune moment for the teams to go out, to get a bit aggressive, because the remaining players in the lobby, everyone's taking a little bit more of a passive approach, a little bit more of a calculated approach. They don't want to put themselves in any, you know, challenging positions just yet. Really long rotation coming in there, of course, from Vena Amoris. As we now look on to the players here. See, of course, now Shroud and the players from Killer is making their way through. Curious to see what Madonna is going to bring. Whether or not they're going to finish strong once again. We did see the side there of Tactical Execution, of course, finishing on 11 points. As well as Killer is being able to bring in 10 points. A nice double-digit finish. But we'll wait and see what the teams bring, of course. Now, I see those rotations starting to come through. Glue, of course, now still exploring the region. Tactical Execution still holding on towards that Chumacera. But no aggressive rotation just yet. Dream Team still up in towards Monte Nuevo. Ooh, something could come in from this Batman. Getting pretty close. Alright, come on, Batman. Come on, Batman. Distant cousin of Batman. They get us any action. Come on. No pressure. Oh, is he trying to bot call it now? What's he doing? What's he doing? Alright, now he's sending out a few smokes. Right, so very cautious play coming in. NeverSayDie and of course Dream Team just capitalizing on the time this blue zone takes to close up. Taking their sweet time, of course, in no rush to get up in and towards the zone. It could be advantageous, of course, now depending on where they are looking to rotate. Of course, now Gyrobot giving us a little bit of a hang time here as he's making his way through. Ooh, I thought he was going to take the next jump as well. Oh, come on, Gyrobot. That was disappointing. Do it again. Give us some hang time there. Pull a 360 or something. A foot grab. Alright, so here we go. Now, Medellín looking to push further through the zone. Will they be able to find a decent position, though? We did, of course, not see them in the previous match, so we can't really say how they've been playing today. So this is now pretty much the start of their day, coming into the second match. Right, so who else is going to try and push in? Of course, NeverSayDie, as well as Dream Team holding on. Dream Team starting to mobilize themselves, so we could be expecting that rotation to come through momentarily. And of course, could potentially even see Tactical and Tactical fighting it out. The Gyrobot out in the open, just scanning the region. Alright, will we see another jump? Come on, Gyrobot. No pressure. Give us a jump. No jumps. Just a slight little bit of a push over the hill. Gunny, of course, right up here. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. Tactical execution just up ahead. Quick little tap coming in. Oh, the rest of the squad now starting to roll in. Come on. Chevelle. Oh, come on. Nice. Oh, so close. Right, let's see. Venom. Right there on the front line. Yeah, everybody now just looking to rotate even further through. Oh, Jay now taking a little bit of fire. There we go. Gets out of the vehicle. Nice. Blows it up. Oh, beautiful exchange. James, of course, now quickly jumping in. Chevelle now trying to come in with a bit of cover fire here. Trying to put down the suppressive shots. Oh, but gets found out. The shots come straight on in. Venom still up in the mix. Chevelle now doing push-ups. Jay now looking to push back up. Venom still holding off in the far distant side here. James pulling off in the shade. As one does when in the desert, so it makes perfect sense. Alright, so the teams are starting to push a slight bit up now, but of course we see the players here from Knoxy. Ooh, there we go. They spotted the smoking vehicle. It's almost like smoking gun. Not quite the same just yet, but James now hopping out the window. Ooh, we're gonna have a bit of a fight. Knoxy rotating up into the action. Delta taking quite a bit of damage. Emma still looking fairly decent on their health there. Not the most health we've seen. Oh, beautiful nade though. Jay just sending up the pain right then and there. Of course, now Horus getting caught in a very difficult position. Up comes Venom. Oh, down he goes. D-E-D. Horus had an M249 in hand though. But that will not save you if you're getting rushed by a full squad. Beautiful effort coming in there from the side, of course, of the players from Tactical Execution. Staying true to their name. Of course, executing the side there of Knoxy. Vena Amoris still coming with the rotation. The slow, steady run. Slow, steady push. And to get right back up into the zone. You have about 400 meters or so to cover to make it in successfully. And of course, your killer is right up ahead of them. Securing quite a few vehicles in their rotation. But now we are down to 11 teams. You can see NeverSayDie, of course, now also coming in with their very own rotation. A slight but late rotation. But I guess it's probably better late than never. Alright, the blue zone not being too brutal just yet. Was now the side here of Tactical Execution. Enjoying the spoils. Getting themselves all ready and prepped up. And of course they have a few seconds left on the clock. The blue zone about to start closing in. And this is where MMK is going to be in a slight bit of danger. Unfortunately, he is not on foot. He is running up in towards zone. So the PUBG gods might still be in his favor. Oh, but what a positioning that is coming in from your Killer Is though. I mean, that's going to be crazy if that zone shifts up over towards the east once again. Or they could be potentially looking to push up in towards Impala. Maybe the hills in the surrounding area there. So definitely looking to see what they're going to bring. We can now see the players there from Tactical Esports, of course, now moving on to the side of the crater. Again, that is also a pretty good spot to be playing from, but of course it all depends on where the zone is and where the opposing teams are. As we can see, we don't have a lot of players and teams in the vicinity really to make much use of that position just yet. But of course, it all depends on where the zone goes. If the zone shifts up in their direction, once again being inclusive of the crater of La Bendita, it could be a pretty strong position to be holding. Of course, now the side of Medellín taking a very wide split all the way around the players there from Gorilla Glue. XTREME also now just holding on just on the outskirts, being a very watchful eye up onto the hill. Can hear that slow, steady tap coming through. Vena and the rest of the squad here, of course, now just trying to land a few potential hits. Nothing too crazy, not overcommitting to the fight just yet. Just reminding the players here from Tactical that they are not completely as well hidden as they thought they could have been. But of course now, that zone shift comes in. And it shifts up all the far side over to the east. Well, your Killer is now just having to rotate up into Impala, and they would be golden. But of course, now this is where those rotations are going to be coming through. NeverSayDie now just continuing on with their efforts. Of course, now Gunny, Gyro King, everyone also getting in their vehicles, hopping over. Of course, looking to push even further up in towards the zone XTREME. Now also finding their very own rotation in. Gyrobot sending up that anchor point. Alright, so Vena Amoris with a beautiful position up in the north. Let's see how far down they could potentially be pushing. I was them just stay around about that northern angle. Of course, now here comes Active. I do have a slight bit of company up ahead of them. That, of course, being the players there from the old guard. So let's see what the old guard will bring. Will we see a little bit of aggression come through? Oh, they are getting contested as well. NeverSayDie also now moving in. There we go. The shots finding their way on through Cloud now. Oh, right here alongside Speed. Speed not having enough speed. Getting out of the vehicle though. Venom now getting caught out in the open. Taking quite a bit of damage. One cough away from the lobby. MMK now comes rushing in and looking to save the day. And of course now Coffin keeping a very watchful eye. MMK now just crashing it up, putting himself right out in the open. Of course, now Venom managing to pop a quick med into the mix. But, this is going to be pretty tough. The tactical execution just holding up right behind them. You can see Chevelle and Cornell looking to push up. The shots continuing to fly through. Venom gets knocked down. Oh, it is looking pretty tough. Oh, no. Down goes NeverSayDie. Getting taken right on out. And of course now, pretty tough play for them. The players here from Tactical Esports, of course, looking to make a bit of a stand. But Vena Amoris venturing too far down south. Pushing straight into the players here from your Killer Is. Oh, pretty fatal positioning there for them as Zita gets taken down. Rabs now, of course, trying to come in with a few shots off the side. Pixie keeping a very watchful eye, quickly tapping away with that Mini 14. It's got an 8-scope on it, so it is a pretty good angle to be playing there. But of course, now Rabs trying to put a little bit of distance in. Pixie quickly starting to rotate away. Just trying to find a slight little bit of hard cover there to make use of. Of course, now the players here from Tactical Execution having the shots flying in their direction once again. So you can see, of course, now James getting knocked down. It is up to Jay and Chevelle. See if they'll be able to hold the fort while their teammate tries to recover the health. But of course, now as we jump over in towards Tactical Esports, you can see them now right on the edge of the zone as it shifts up once again, heading a slight bit over in towards the southwest. But of course, now we've got Gorilla Glue positioned up in towards the north. You can see Tactical here, keeping a very watchful eye. Do you have the players there from XTREME Gaming position just up ahead? But they are on a full squad. So they do have a number advantage. Very, very slow push coming in. Tactical, of course, not looking to put themselves in any vulnerable positions. So Gyrobot does have the angle in zone, of course. Now, oh, looking to put the spray into Nax. Oh, not quite sure what Vena was trying to do there. Gyrobot just capitalizing on the position, finding head off the head, though. Beautiful spray coming through. Oh, there we go. Quick response now coming in from the players here from Extreme. You see Vena and Kona just scanning the area, trying to see if they can pick any potential players up in the process. Teams, of course, now still continuing to push in. Vena Amoris getting caught on the outskirts of the zone there. Oh, Rabs now keeping a very watchful eye, putting the shots up there with the VSS. We do have the drop coming down as well, but when we see anyone potentially looking to push into that old guard now, just playing the high ground there. You can see Nell now, of course, pushing over towards Rick. So this is where I'm kind of expecting Rabs to just hold this position. Not looking to venture out of it. Just stay there, trying to hug this play for as long as you possibly can. Of course, now picking up the res on towards Rick. Rick managing to recover a little bit of health there, but of course it is quite the tricky spot to be playing from. Oh, as we do see a few shots now finding their way over on it towards the players there from Extreme, though. Tactical finding the angle, sending it over. Spama taking quite a bit of damage. Shy Boy, of course, now bleeding out. We do have Vena and Nax position down below. Oh, we got a bit of a play coming in right up ahead. Ice now right here out in the edge. Oh, no. Gyrobot finds the head, sending it straight on in. And of course, now it's up to Monga and Darkside to find their very own push. They are out in the blue zone. They are taking quite a bit of damage, but of course now Darkside coming up with that off-angle play, making it that much more easier for his teammate to find it in. And of course, putting an end to Gyrobot. Oh, but down he goes, blue zone, doing an immense amount of damage. Darkside now still looking to push up. Oh, I'm thinking it is pretty much done and dusted for Darkside. Yes, indeed it is. Slight hesitation there, of course, costing the players from Medellín that play. At least they finished up in 9th place. So not the worst place to finish, but obviously not the most ideal. Tactical execution now, just keeping a very watchful eye. Gorilla Glue now starting to apply a little bit of pressure as they're looking to push in from the north. Do have Tactical still keeping a very watchful eye on the players there from Extreme, but Gorilla Glue now feeling the pressure. Oh, as we can see, Fast now just tapping away very, very fast there with these mini. Oh, Gyro King finds the shot in towards Chevelle. Quite a bit of fighting now erupting across the map as the teams are pushing closer and closer together. Jay taking quite a bit of damage. Will he be able to survive, though? Just managing to duck in behind some hard cover. Of course, now James taking up position in that center portion of the zone. But here we go. Extreme now pulling up right alongside the players from Active. Come on, here we go. The pressure now starting to mount. The shots starting to fly on through. Extreme looking to hold on. They still have all 4 players in the running here. But will they be able to secure themselves a good position? They have not found any kills just yet. Oh, now finding the spray. Up comes a bit of a rotation in from Gorilla Glue. The whole squad are moving up in one vehicle. Very risky rotation, but the shot's now finding its way in. 3 players getting knocked. The whole squad getting taken out. What? That is a fat rip right there. Old God, of course, still alive. Still positioned up on the high ground here. Not willing to give it up just yet, but now we see the players here from Active. Of course, now also being put on a slight bit of a back foot as Gad did get knocked out. We also have the players here from Your Killer Is just positioned on the edge of the zone. Shroud now still trying to catch up with the blue. Madonna positioned in safety. Oh, we can hear the shots now as the players here from Extreme are starting to push in. Applying the pressure on the side of Active. We can see Rosie Sin up ahead, finding a beautiful spray up in towards Shy Boy. Now it's up to Nax, Vena, and Spama to make a stand. But of course now Gad puts a quick end to that. Vena now still looking to push. Just holding the angle on the edge of zone. Spama coming through with a bit of a spray, but Chevelle, oh, and Gad finding a few beautiful shots. Of course, now Rosie Sin finding the hurt, finding the damage. Fenny and Spama now trying to hold on for dear life. The utilities getting sent over. Oh, Fenny finds a little bit of damage. Dash getting taken out there. Dream team having their dream crash slowly but surely. You see Archer, of course, the last remaining hopeful for the team, trying to hold on against the push coming in here from Tactical Execution. Oh, taking quite a bit of damage, not being able to find a good spot. Oh, vehicle explosion ends it off. And of course, now the players here from YKI is getting pushed. Up comes Active, applying the pressure. Down goes Madonna. It's up to Shroud now. Who's, of course, still caught out in the blue. Can't beat the blue zone, unfortunately. And, of course, brings a very abrupt end there to their play. 4 teams now remain. We got the old guard. We got the players there from Tactical Execution position just up ahead. Of course, Active still in the mix, as well as the players from Extreme. But now Nell feels the hits, feels the pressure. They also still need to get back up into that zone. Side of Extreme reduced down to only 2. It is Fenny and Spama holding on. They are safe in the zone. Not the most ideal position to be in, but they are safe. Now it's just down to a waiting game. This is what it has come to out in the desert. It's either waiting to win or waiting to die. It's gonna be either or. Oh, the shots are starting to fly up. Jay up ahead. Beautiful spray coming in here from Spama. Not before taking down Fenny, though. Active now still looking to apply their own little bit of pressure. As you can see, Rosie Sin now looking to find that gap. Oh, there we go. Gets the confirm in towards Fenny. Oh, Spama right on the edge of the smoke. Oh, comes rushing up. Beautiful spray as Rosie closes it up. And now 3 teams remain to fight it out for that chicken dinner. Old Guard get eliminated. It is now a Tactical looking to make that tactical play, as Active still has a full squad alive. Oh, what a back and forth this is. A 4v3 fight to the finish. Chevelle now sitting out a quick few. Ooh, someone just got banned. That's a bit of a oof. Oh, down goes Chevelle. Let's see what is going to happen here. Of course, now the players from Active looking to pull up that chicken dinner. 10 kills so far. Of course, now 2 more potential kills for them to go. As we can see, Jay position just up ahead. Jay and James sending out the smoke, sending out the utils. It is down to the wire. Oh, James now just on the edge, looking to quickly rush in, but gets spotted in his rotation. Jay now looking to step in. Oh, but it is not enough. 4 guns pointed at you. I mean, come on. That is a pretty tough play in any day. And of course, now Active with a few celebratory shots there after taking home the chicken dinner. And of course, 12 kills. Absolutely insane finish coming in there from Active. And of course, the players there from Tactical Execution finishing off rather pretty strong. So we can see 13 kills for them. We've got the old guard now stepping up into that 3rd position. 3 kills to their name. We've got Extreme over in 4th, 5 kills. Your Killer Is over in 5th place with 3 kills. Of course, Dream Team securing themselves that 6th position. Tactical Esports finishing up in 7th place with 1. Gorilla Glue in 8th place, also only with 1 kill. Medellín taking 9th, also with 1. Vena Amoris finishing up in 10th place. NeverSayDie in 11th with 1 kill. And of course, the players there from Knoxy finishing up in 12th place. What an absolutely insane game that has been. Pretty tough zone, of course, being presented to the teams here. But now we've got 1 more to go. We're going to be heading up in towards Erangel to see what the teams will bring in our final match of Season 7 for Clatter of Clans. And it is going to be pretty exciting to see what action the teams have in store for us. But of course, we'll be right back with that action right after the break. So see you guys back in a short few minutes. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It is time for our final match of the day. The final match, in fact, of Season 7. It is going to be taking us right back over on and towards Erangel to see what the teams will bring. And, of course, who's going to be stepping up, claiming the title of the victors. So it's going to be a pretty spicy fight, of course. Now, we did see the players there from Gorilla Gang sitting up in pole position coming into today. But so far, we've seen a pretty aggressive push, of course, coming in across the board. And the players there from Active Gaming, actually, I think, giving them quite a bit of a run for their money. So I think, of course, that leaderboard might have changed, right? I don't know, but we'll find out. We'll find out, of course, now as we are getting ready to jump up in towards Erangel. Of course, curious to see what flight path we're going to be having coming into our final lobby, and of course where our first initial zone is going to be forming. So of course, well, be sure to give me your prediction in the chat, as we're going to be jumping up into the game in a short few seconds, and of course hopping straight up into that lovely flight path to see exactly what the teams have to work with. And of course here we are, so we can see the flight path coming in there from the Sosnovka Island, heading straight across over on towards shooting range, up in towards the north there. So a fairly decent flight path. Of course, not exactly smack dab center, but it is close. Slight bit over onto the west, but of course now curious to see what the teams are going to do. Of course, for the first one, we did have that very southern flight path. So it's nice to see things being changed up. But of course, I'm quite excited though. Like for me, I'm excited to see what your Killer Is will be bringing, what the players from Tactical Execution will be bringing, as well as the players from XTREME, right? So in the first match, we had XTREME finishing in 1st place on 3 kills. Second match, they finished in 4th place with 5 kills. So already an improvement coming in there for them. We had the players there from Your Killer Is, of course, taking the first chicken dinner, finishing up with 10 kills. In the second game, finishing again in top 5, but this time with 3 kills. And then, of course, we have the players there from, well, Tactical Execution. 2nd position in both matches. 11 kills in the first game, 13 kills in the second one. So they've been pretty consistent in their games here today. But, of course, will we see that consistency come in this final match? Are they going to bring it all the way through? That is what we're looking to see, and of course, looking to see who's going to be the team to step up, take home that winner chicken dinner. And also, pretty curious to see what the players from Tactical as well as Gorilla Glue will bring into this final match, because I think it is still a pretty much head-in-head race for both teams. Now, of course, we can see that zone is positioned over on it towards the western side. Potentially even the southwest. Of course, now Your Killer Is and the team there from XTREME still trying to find their way. A decent position to drop down in. We see Vena now just deploying the parachute. Comes crashing down to the ground. Pretty close to the vehicle. Of course, Anonymous right here behind him. Just managing to find a decent spot. Of course, now we do have the players from Tactical Execution holding up in towards Quarry. Gorilla Glue up to the north, as well as over towards the west of their position. Old Guard also up in the mix there. So definitely an interesting positioning we have in the early game coming in from these 3 teams. Of course, now Knoxy as well as Medellín positioned just here on the edge on the coastline. NeverSayDie, of course, now heading further down south. Potentially maybe even looking to rotate up in towards Malta. Yep, there we go. Of course, now Vena Amoris pushing straight up in towards Watertown. So now we wait to see what the teams will bring in this final fight. The final show for Season 7, of course. Now Delta, right here out in the open. At least not isolated. Who's this? Shiz. Uis. Is. U-E-E-is. E-O-U-S. It's noxious. See, sometimes I forget to read the tag alongside the rest of the name. So let's see what Noxious will bring. Of course, now we got a Horus. Or is it Nox Horus? I don't know anymore. Whatever, we'll just see. Of course, now that zone, even being partially so far west that it's not even on the map anymore. Wow, so this is already quite a bit of a diminished play area for the teams. But we only have 12 teams in the lobby, alright, so it's not too bad. Could have been worse, I guess. Alright, so now, of course, we look to see what the teams will bring. Again, not expecting any fighting to break out in the early game. If it does, we'll try and get into it. Of course, expecting the majority of the fights to break out as we get into our second, potentially even the third phase. So for the time being, if the map is quite open, that's the reason. Because there's quite a bit of distance coming in between the teams here. But of course, now Gorilla Glue, they're going to be looking to hold on and stick it through all the way to the end. Potentially looking to secure themselves that winner chicken dinner. They haven't had the best run in today's game so far. But of course, now they can still try and make it up in this final one. The final play. We did see them finishing up in 8th place in the previous match with only 1 kill. And then, of course, in the previous one, they were in 7th place with 2 kills. So, yeah, out of the 2, Irangel has definitely been a better match. But, of course, now that's only a grand total of 7 kills to their name for the day. They did come in with a grand total of 62 kills. So that puts them on a collective kill count of 65. I don't know if that is going to be enough for them to secure that pole position. And of course, we wait to see where the teams are going to be rotating. And of course, what action they'll be bringing us as they make their way on through. Right, so the rotations coming through. Vena Amoris not staying in Watertown. There we go. Venturing out in towards Rozak. They still have time. Alright, Gorilla Glue also just trying to play the compounds, not being too aggressive in their push. They are still trying to make a stand, make a play for that, you know, pole spot. We're quite curious to see what will come from them. Of course, now Medellín exploring the region there as well. I'm not quite sure what is going on here with Monga and Darkside though. Maybe they're just trying a few strats. Seeing if they can find any potential points, but of course also maybe looking to potentially deliver themselves. You know, on a lovely platter. A red platter of all. Right, so we've got the plays there from Knoxy, also now just moving in. Right, so we got a prediction coming in for your killer is Atif Abdul Rahman. And then Gad is like, So we'll see. Gad obviously not feeling that prediction. So yeah, we'll see who's right. Whether or not Abdul is correct or whether or not Gad is correct. So this, of course, is the final match. The final show. Let's see what the teams are going to bring. Oh, there we go. So already Knoxy moving up in towards the chopsticks region. I low-key hope the Sloan finishes up in chopsticks. I want some chopsticks action. Let's see. Right, so Vena Amoris now coming through with the rotations, looking to find a decent setup. Oh, Pixie might run into a slight bit of trouble here. Pixie and Zeta. Do have active gaming just up ahead. Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Yes. Go, go, go. Zeta now coming in with a quick bit of spray. Oh, taking damage. Pixie taking quite a few hits. Oh, nice driving by Pixie. Oh, but that spray is just relentless. Zeta now trying to dodge the shots. Oh, it is going to be quite the tricky rotation as we do see the players here from active now looking to push up, get a little bit aggressive. That spray, of course, now still coming through. But, of course, fortunately for Vena Amoris, they do manage to escape that push. But, of course, now, oh, Rabs pushing straight up onto Noxious. Let's see whether or not Noxious will be able to hold on. Oh, yep, easy claps right on it to Rabs. Oh, the spray happening up ahead. Horus goes down. Horus. The Knoxy Horus. So it's Norris. Makes sense. There we go. Nads now. Come on. Oh, Bison in hand. Beautiful headshot. No. Noxious comes in with the hits. Down goes Nads. Oh, man. That was so unfortunate. But good play coming in from Knoxy. Knoxy with the knocks. That sounds like the start of a really bad knock-knock joke. But either way, whatever. I'll probably come up with it later. Tactical execution now, keeping a very watchful eye, of course. Still positioned up in towards Quarry. They do have a little bit of a company down below. Positioned right up ahead of them, being the players there from Medellín. Having a nice casual stroll out in the field, as one does. So Venom finding a bit of spray. Gets a knock on through. So shooting the bark off of the tree. There we go. So that's how you know it's about to get serious. If you see the bark flying, you know it is about to go down. Of course, now Medellín looking to try and get those races up, but Monga goes down in the process. Oh, what an unfortunate play it has been for them. But of course, now XTREME also pushing up. Oh, right here alongside the players from the old guard. Oh, Finny. Down goes Shy Boy. Oh, no, sorry. That was Shy Boy finding the knock, though. Not bad. He found the hit up in towards the old guard. Let's see whether Shy Boy will be able to get over his shyness. Essentially close it up. Nell, of course, now knocked just up ahead. Will we see a little bit of aggression come in? No, he puts himself out in the line of sight. Big fish shots now flying up over towards him. Nell, of course, now just dropping down. Looking to get those mats right back on in. Playboy keeping a very watchful eye here. Oh, but of course now Vena, Amoris down to the final two. It is Pixie and Zeta. They do have a little bit of a pressure coming in here as Gorilla Glue is starting to push on in. Well, we see those shots come through. Pixie now getting hit as they try to get the rotation. Zeta goes down. Up comes Gorilla Glue. Oh, come on. No, down goes Pixie. Coco. Or Rico. That is Rico. Yes. Gorilla Coco. Rico. Rico getting hit. Zeke now. Keeping a watchful eye still. They do have still another bit of company just on the side there over towards their eastern side. That, of course, being the players there from Knoxy. But things are definitely looking to get pretty hot and heated here as we see the old guard now looking to find a good setup. We did have the players there from NeverSayDie, of course, now rotating up right up ahead of them. But this is now the silence before the storm. Oh, NeverSayDie, where are they going? Oh, are they pushing up into Gatka? No, okay, not yet. Oh man, they're so close. Active, of course, keeping a very watchful eye. Cloud once again with the flippers. Just keep swimming. That's all you gotta do. What do? We swim. Also looks like a bit of Asterix pants. No, that's Obelix. Was it Asterix? Either way, looks like pants. Well, it is pants. Gunny now coming in with the slow, steady taps. Alright, so tactical now, just looking to hold on. Gorilla Glue, of course, now looking to push even further forward. Ooh, got some sprays. Come on, who's gonna do it? We don't know just yet. We'll find out soon enough. NeverSayDie, of course, no. Just holding their position. Oh, speed. Come on, trying to get the spray up and towards Rila. Oh, no. Bane. Oh, coming through onto speed there. Of course, now MMK Sending out the smokes. Trying to pull up the cover there. Coffin as well as Venom also still in the vicinity. Oh, but up comes the rush. Up comes the rush. Here we go. Row and Co now. Oh, coming in with the aggression. Down goes Row. MMK and the rest of the team here from Gorilla Glue. Oh, there we go. Z comes in with a spray. It is up to Venom now. Zeke looking sleek behind the little drum there. Oh, this is where we'll see the pressure now come in. Those mollies already getting sent over. Venom just barely managing to escape it. Oh, but the gas can. Oh, man. Oh, when you see a gas can, just pick it up. Otherwise, this happens. But what a beautiful finish that was. Never say die. Never thought of the fuel can. Of course, now Delta still trying to find a few hits up onto the players there from Gorilla Glue. Knoxy looking to make a bit of a comeback here. They did, of course, start off today over in that 12th position. So we've seen Active Gaming rather, bring in their 3rd chicken dinner, as well as the players from Killer Is bringing home their 2nd chicken dinner. Who will be the team to find our last one? Final chicken dinner up for grabs. Of course, now the players here from Tactical looking to still make a bit of a stand here. Looking to strengthen, solidify their position. They're so close to chopsticks, they can just taste the food. They can taste the noodles. Gunny and Co now looking for those angles. And coming into this match with a 3-man team. Up ahead of them, of course, being the players there from XTREME Gaming. Oh, beautiful spray from Gunny onto Fenny. A little bit of a continuation on the spread coming through, as we can see, of course, now the remaining players here. The 2 gyros looking to play it out. Oh, their hits, of course, now finding its way on through. Gunny managing to recover a little bit of health there. We got Fenny, of course, just on the opposite end. Not so fortunate just yet, but we do have Sparma now pulling up. But of course, now we have the players here from, well, the Tactical Esports team now getting pushed. We have another squad rolling up right on the side of them, of course, just up ahead. This, of course, being the players from Active. So a lot of potential for third parties onto the players from Tactical. A very tactical decision, though, coming in here from Active. Right, so the zone, of course, not just shrinking in on itself. Nothing too crazy with regards to that zone shift. But anything can still happen. Dream Team now just gaining entry up in towards zone. Do have the players here from the old guard, of course, keeping a very watchful eye onto the players from XTREME down below. Oh, that zone shifting up. There we go. That is what we've been waiting for. And of course, now old guard having a pretty beautiful setup already within that zone. Your Killer Is now getting ready to mobilize themselves and potentially push up into zone. Players there, of course, from a tactical execution position right here on that western side. Also a good position if they're looking to gatekeep. But now Old Guard looking to improve their position, pushing up into that center zone. And of course, now Fast coming in with a quick push. Just trying to see where everybody's at. Oh, but of course, now we see your Killer Is and tactical execution going at it right here on the edge of the zone. Tactical execution looking to gatekeep it, but now they are getting pushed. The players, of course, now everyone's starting to push in. Up comes Gorilla Glue as well. Oh, James now right up ahead. Zeke and J Roller making a bit of a rush. Out comes the Utils. Come on. Oh, nice. Up comes the spray. You got Jay on the side. Beautiful knock coming into Jay. Jay Roller comes up with the Tommy gun. Bounce off that nade. Oh. Jay Roller backing right up into that one. Coco almost suffering the exact fate of his teammate there. Oh, pretty insane nades though, finding their way on through. But of course now the players here from a tactical execution. Oh, can't stick it through all the way and get sent right on back. What a play that was. Oh, beautiful finish. And of course now the players here from Active also looking to still hold on to their position. Dream Team now running into a bit of a barrier there as they try to push even further up in towards zone. But of course now the side of Tactical right here to welcome them in with open barrels. See Gyrobot now just trying to stay up alive, trying to live up ahead rather. Gunny and Gyro King rather, looking to defend their possession. Dream Team of course now looking to apply the pressure. Will they be able to get it done? It is so close. Dream Team still on all 4 players in the match. Lucid Stark now getting raised right back up. Of course, now this is where we look to see what play they're going to be going for. Archer just holding up right on the edge of zone. Lucid Stark, of course, just up ahead. Those rotations not coming through. And of course, this is potentially where we could see the players from Dream Team looking to push further down into the zone. Of course, now they're also trying to find that angle up onto the players here from Tactical just up ahead. But up comes the rush. The vehicle rotations come in. Gyrobot gets taken down. Gunny and Gyro King now left to push on in. Gyrobot gets sent back up into the lobby. That is an end for his Season 7 run. Ooh, Gorilla Glue now applying a bit of pressure onto Medellín as well. Gyro King and Gunny now just trying to hold on. But of course, they've only got a few seconds remaining on the clock until that zone starts moving up once again. So they also still need to consider that rotation. It is going to be a pretty tricky one to pull off. But of course, now Gyro King testing his luck as he pushes forward. But Lucid Stark, they're pulling a bit of a Simba move up on the hill. Oh, nice. Gyro King with the spray. Archer now just up on the edge. Trying to sneak his way up onto Gyro King. Oh, but beautiful off-angle play coming in there from Gunny. Gyro King quickly dropping back in behind some hard cover. Gunny, though, getting taken out in the process. Now it is up to Gyro King to make the final stand for Tactical. Oh, will he be able to accomplish it? He is getting rushed by Rash. Archer just holding that angle. Just trying to keep them at bay. But of course, now Gyro King just trying to play this terrain. To have the nade right behind him. Oh, gets up. Is it going to be a mistake? I don't know, but the blue zone has come in. The shots come through. Oh! Lucid Stark just hugging the rock. There we go. Now, of course, those rotations about to come through. Archer not backing out of the fight just yet. Gyro King now being forced to just huddle down. Get up. Oh, down he goes. Archer finds the head. But it is a little bit too late, of course. That blue zone swoops in, puts in the nails. Now we see the players here from Knoxy, of course, going at it with Your Killer Is YKI. Now looking to make a bit of a stand. Oh, Delta and Noxious, the 2 remaining players. Now it is up to Delta. Delta so low on health, but managing to find a quick rest just in the nick of time. As we did see that nade find its way on over and, of course, eating away at the health. Delta now just trying to hold on for dear life as XTREME comes pushing in. Oh, come on. Will they find it, though? Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, Sparma seals it up and, of course, finds the shot straight on through. Down they go. Beautiful push coming in there from XTREME Gaming. But, of course, now Your Killer is looking to capitalize on the surprise element. They, of course, only have 2 remaining players. It is Madonna. It is Anonymous. Oh, but the sprays just coming straight on through. And, of course, now Anonymous making a quick rush over to the opposite end of that zone. See Active now also trying to put a quick few shots up into the players here from XTREME. Oh, this is going to be a pretty tough rotation for them. Of course, Nanax just barely in zone, but he is bleeding out. Sparma now coming up with a rush. Crashes up into the rock. Ooh, down goes Vena. Knocking himself out. Oh, that is a fat rip right there. And of course, now this is where the pressure just starts mounting. Active trying to hold on for dear life. They're just on the outside of that zone. Of course, now Gorilla Glue also looking to hold on. As you can see, Rico, the last remaining hopeful for the team. Well, no, he isn't. Zeke is also there. Oh, but down goes Coco. Zeke now left to hold on. Positioned all the way down in the south. Can't really get up to his teammates. Oh, pretty tough play. But of course, Gorilla Glue finishing, well, so far, rather, sitting on 10 kills. Pretty decent push coming in there from them. Of course, Anonymous now still looking to gain a little bit of a position up in towards the zone, positioned over on towards the east. We do, of course, have one of the Dream Team players positioned right up ahead. So there is still quite a bit of risk here. Rash now looking to make a stand. Lucid Stark positioned up into the north. A pretty big separation coming in on the side here of Dream Team. But of course, we still have the Blaze here from Active still up ahead. Trying to get that spray in towards Extreme. But of course, now Extreme also just trying to hold on for dear life. You can see Sparma is down. Down goes Fenny. It is the end. Oh, their hopes and dreams just getting crushed right then and there. Of course, now Active still having all their players alive coming into this match. Fast, Rosie, Sin, and Cloud. Rosie now taking a little bit of damage. The spray is finding its way on over. Lucid Stark comes in. Of course, Zeke now applying the pressure onto Anonymous. Here we go, Lucid Stark right up in the smoke. Getting ready to get down and dirty, but of course, well, only gets down. No dirty. Of course, now Rash for Dream Team trying to make that final stand. 3 teams still remain. It is, of course, the players from Gorilla Glue. It is Dream Team and, of course, Active Gaming. The Utils now getting sent across. Zeke now holding up in the smokes. But we don't have anyone positioned within that zone. Ooh, up comes the nade. So close to Rash. Fortunately, not close enough. Of course, now Fast trying to find a bit of spray over on towards Zeke. Of course, now they're just trying to clear it out. Oh, there we go. The sprays come in. It is heading straight up to Zeke. Up comes Rosie now, trying to capitalize on the surprise element. Beautiful play coming in there from Rosie. And now it is up to Zeke. 12 kills to the name. Or 6 alone for Zeke. Out comes the Utils. Out comes the Mollies, the nades. Everything not getting sent over. And of course now Zeke tries to get the spray. But Active Gaming says, oh, hell no. Puts the shots in and takes home the winner chicken dinner. The second chicken for the day. Wow, absolutely insane push coming in there. Of course, well done, finishing off on a very decent 7-kill finish. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. And of course, Gorilla Glue finishing in 2nd place on 12 kills. Very well done. Dream Team over in 3rd, of course. They're on 6 kills. Your Killer is in 4th place with 4 kills. We got the players there from Extreme securing themselves that 5th position with 2 kills. The Old Guard, of course, over in 6th place. Knoxy over in 7th with 4 kills. We got Tactical finishing up in 8th place. Medellín taking 9th place. We got Tactical Execution over in 10th place on 2 kills. NeverSayDie over in 11th. And of course then Vena Amoris getting sent back in 12th place. 1 kill to their name. Absolutely insane play. But of course, that is the end of our games here today. Absolutely insane stuff. Pretty entertaining gameplay, but of course, well done. Active Gaming bringing home their 2nd chicken dinner. 2 out of 3. I mean, absolutely beautiful, beautiful finish. But of course, that is the end of the Season 7. This is the end of the finals. And of course, now we got to look to see who our winner is and which team will be the team to take the title of the victors. I'm pretty sure it could maybe be the players from Active, but I'm not 100%, you know, that's just my guess. But of course, let me quickly just find out whether or not we're going to be having the results displayed on the stream or whether or not it's going to be posted on social media. So give me a second. I'll be right back. right. So just got confirmation, of course, the results will be posted on social media. But I think it is still a pretty close one, of course, between Active and Gorilla Glue. So be sure to check out the Clatter of Clans social media, of course. All the links down in the description, so be sure to check out the video description. Everything you need is there, as well as the link to the Instagram, where they're most likely going to be posting everything. But of course, that is then going to bring us to the end of the broadcast here today. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. It has been an absolute blast, and of course, well done to all the teams pitching up in our final match here today, bringing the action, bringing the aggression. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. So big shout out to all the teams, and of course, we've got to give it to the viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, be sure to do that. Of course, then you'll stay up to date with all the broadcasts happening right here on the channel. There's some pretty exciting stuff. But of course, hope you guys had an amazing time. We'll see you guys back again in the next one. Stay safe, stay good, and of course, well, happy gaming.